All right, guys, give me that big old 5 in the chat if you can hear me. And welcome back to Cassandra's Curse, where all the knowing does no good when nobody will listen. Give me that 5 in the chat if you guys can hear me, if you're with me. And thank you for joining me again for another stream. Oh, great. Wonderful. You're there. Excellent. Okay, so where are we in this story? Because I'm going to be doing smaller, shorter live streams to make more distinct points where you guys don't have to sit for long periods of time to hear me talking hours and hours. And you guys are still able to utilize the chat. And I'm really happy that I put the chat up, gosh, it seems like 10 hours ago with that other video. I put it up and it didn't go live, but you guys were still utilizing the chat and speaking with each other. So I like that. That was good. You were able to talk. Even though I wasn't able to be on here, you guys still had that avenue to utilize it. Okay, so where are we now? Pickle Boy backs up my story 100% that the kids were in danger because on his own channel, writing him out of our lives, he exposed that the kids got abused. He didn't keep silent about it. He had the kids get up there and say it themselves. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry guys, I'm here. Okay, so, Dee Dee says she's pissed that we got a strike. It's uncalled for. Yeah, well, I didn't say anything on the video. It's just their own footage. And it's all their own footage that's still up on YouTube on all these channels. If you guys, I'm going to write the channels' names in here. If you guys want to check it out, please do so. That's one channel that you're going to find the abuse footage. Aside from that one, that one, and yeah, so if you guys want to go take a look at those channels that never got flagged, interestingly enough, for the same exact footage that I'm using. Isn't that interesting? So check those channels out. I got a strike. But anyways, as I was saying, Pickle Boy backs up my story 3,000%. Because he on himself, on his episode on his main channel, writing him out of our lives. That's the episode where the kids admit to getting abused from the uncle, who I tried to protect the children from, with real DSS calls, and the proof is on my channel. And I made the calls. And the abuse really happened. And the proof is on Pickle Boy's channel. And he backed it up and supported it. If he wants to refute it now, then I guess that's up to him. But that would be up to him. That's not up for me and you and the audience to decide and decipher through what lies they want to go with. We just have to go with what we could see. And what I saw is an abusive uncle addicted to drugs who couldn't control and manage his anger, that had no business being around elderly people or around children, who was going to abuse them. That's why I called DSS twice beforehand. Pickle Boy backs up and supports my story because he exposed the abuse that happened on his own channel, his main channel. There's the title of his main channel. And the episode is called Writing Him Out of Our Lives. Writing him out of our lives. So you might want to check out all those channels. And you want to check out that episode where he backs up and supports me knowing that the kids were going to get abused. So I don't know why he's ripping my channel down with false flagging with his own footage that he's already profited off of. I'm not really sure why he's doing that. I wonder, is it because he doesn't want to be held accountable? for his own footage. He wants to profit off of it. But if someone else wants to say or have an opinion and not even talk on the footage and say, well, this is clearly abuse. Can you guys lay up on the name calling just for 2 seconds? Because this is really important. You can engage with what I'm talking about at any time. I mean, I just have I have a video that just got ripped down, or I don't even speak on it. And I give the child abuse awareness number there. And I ask, just in writing, if anyone cares about this footage, please pass it along. And I don't even talk on the 7-minute video that just got a strike. It's 7 minutes of their own abuse footage on channels that are spread out throughout YouTube that made this guy a millionaire, that he's not taking accountability for. I just got a false strike for. So check out angry ads. Check out the main channel with all the footage that we're showing right there. Check out no, Dee Dee, we're not, and I wasn't talking about you, honey. I wasn't talking about you at all. My throwback page. And what's the other one? Oh, Life with Mikey. So you guys want to check these channels out. If you care about my main channel, which just got a strike, I can't even live stream on. If you care about that channel, and if you care about the message, which is just a conversation, difference of opinion, trying to spread abuse awareness and prevention and expose. Do you think that that's a reasonable conversation to be had? Or I should get a false strike or strike on material that they already profited off of, which is made them millionaires and gave them so many subscribers, and all the footage is still on their own channels. It's still over on all these channels. So I guess you could go to these channels and laugh about it, but when you come over here, strike it, you got to take it down right away. And just a reminder that Pickle Boy backed up what I said in the episode, writing him out of our lives, on his own channel. He said the kids got abused. Thank you, Deanna. I don't think I deserve the strike either. He said the kids got abused, and the kids said they were threatened, abused, and one of them, well, of course, the second youngest was given drugs, beer and marijuana. This is how I see the story. If anything's different, I guess Pickle Boy could get up there and just say it, right? Or maybe he just can't get up there and say that he's profiting and exploiting off of abuse, and abuse that happens to these poor kids, abuse that I tried to prevent, abuse that if this audience knew about, they would have tried to prevent. Child abuse that we should all care about. Pickle Boy backs me up and supported what I said. So if you're a supporter of his, there's no need to go against or attack. And there's no need to attack. And I think you guys see pretty clearly what's going on now. If you're just joining us, please click the like button for me. I'm losing my voice over here. You know, so many setups and sabotages that it's like, well, gosh, what can I get to today? Because it's like, I want to talk to my audience. I want to check in with you guys. I want to acknowledge you guys and validate you. And then I want to get to abuse awareness and prevention and helping other people that way. And then it's like, at the same time, I gotta like fight to expose it and fight to keep videos up that shouldn't have gone down in the first place. Fighting for people that are higher up content creators to care or take notice. All while dodging like lies and sabotage, manipulations. There's nothing, it's a lot. It could be a lot sometimes. Kyle says they should be the ones getting strikes for the exploitation and profit off the business. Yeah, like, oh, exactly. If not for just using the same footage, how about the way you use the footage? Because I used it to show that it's child abuse that's wrong, and here's the child abuse number. He uploaded it as entertainment, and he collected money for it and laughed at it and had a whole audience laughing at it. And his are still up. Does that seem right to you guys? I know it doesn't seem right to you guys, but that's what's going on. Johnny Jam Film says, eventually, roasted, your videos or streams will end up in the right hands or ears one day. Oh my gosh, I can only hope. You know, I got some people looking at the channel and the material now, said they thinking about exposing it, but it takes time on their own channel and they have to watch all the videos. And let's just hope that the monopoly doesn't get to them first with some kind of lie that they'll believe with no proof. I mean, that's basically what we got going on right now. It's weird. It's weird. Deanna says, how does not get a strike or even shut down YouTube isn't doing anything? I don't know why they're not doing anything. You know, if they bring the video back, that will be them doing something. Did my channel go down 4 months ago by Pickle Boy and the cleanup guy? Yes, it did. Did YouTube bring it? Yes, they did. YouTube brought it back. So YouTube did something there. So I think they're doing things where they can, when they can, but it's still not right either way. Oh, thank you, Boston. I hope so too. I really do. Because I'd rather be on the main channel, speaking to more people, having more people hear it so we could all be heard. You know, it just forces me to a smaller channel, basically, talking about the same content. Kyle says, I guess you have to talk to avoid the content cops out there because you're exposing abuse. Well, yeah, absolutely. Eric says Pickle doesn't get strikes because he's one of YouTube's cash cows. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know the reason. I just know it's wrong. And I could share that with you all while doing a live stream, reminding you guys that Pickle Boy backs up and supports Roasted Studios 100%, knowing that I made those calls beforehand. I said abuse was going to happen, and it did. Writing him out of our lives. On Pickle Boy main channel, he backs up and agrees with me because he has the kids talking about the abuse that we tried to prevent. Trying to think here. So remember that we tried to support, oh, and his friend in the hotel video, the cleanup guy, when he walks up the stairs and knocks on the door and gets 30,000 subs for having done nothing. You know, he said when he was at that door that the old man got abused by the scapegoated son. I knew that was going to happen before it did. That's why I made those calls. It was for the old man and the children. And Pickle Boy backs up my story. And if you don't believe me, go watch it yourself. Writing him out of our lives, where he talks about the kids having gotten abused. You can't have abusers around children or elderly people, or around anybody, if they haven't made the conscious choice to stop abusing. And at that point, he was abusing not only the nephews, not only himself and the family, he was abusing drugs. And he's a dangerous person to be around. Has he changed up now? Well, yeah, look at his channel. Changed up lots. But doesn't change the fact that the kids still got abused. Thank you, Dee Dee. Hashtag it up. What about the abuse? You know, go to Philip DeFranco's channel. Let him know. Let him know before the channel gets taken down. It's gone completely. Let him know what about the abuse. Let him know they never addressed it. Second time around, the channel went down 4 months ago. No one addressed it then or before then. and it didn't get out, didn't get fully exposed, the channel might get torn down yet again, and no one's addressing it. When? When did you do that? Hang on one second. Wow. Um, yeah, you guys hashtag it up. Keep the conversation alive. Dee Dee says, does anybody care about the abuse? She cares. Creative cares. Everybody in here cares. I mean, I think they're underestimating the people that do care, really. Jennifer says, "Will I make another channel if that one goes down?" Well, that's what this one's for. But yeah, if you mean like make another channel and drop the same videos or live streams, yeah, I guess maybe. But I don't plan for that one to go down. There's no reason for that one to go down. So we're gonna try to stick with that channel because I just believe I got a false strike. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Let me talk about the chat here. Talk with me. Let's say it was you. You put together their own material that's on all these channels that they got paid for, and you made a video with no opinion, not even talking, and your video gets taken down but not theirs. What do you guys think about that? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys, really. I really do. Kyle says, I guess you'll have to channel hop, hashtagging what about the abuse to get other people to follow the case, to care. Or if that's the case, he says. Don't let other people get make you get mad. If they're not addressing it or if they're making fun of it, never have addressed it, you should kind of feel sorry for those people. It shouldn't make you mad. I mean, you should sit back and be like, oh, it reminds you that it separates you from them and that you're taking a stand and holding the content creator accountable. I mean, that person isn't the one that called or tried to help. Sorry, I got to get rid of this person here because they threatened somebody's life. The Cowpote, this person threatened Cowpote's life because he was speaking out against the abuse. So I can't have him in here. I wish I could speak with you, but you threatened to harm somebody. So I can't have you on here. I'm sorry. Yeah, did you guys who in the audience here or who's in the chat, who caught it? Who saw it? Who watched the 7-minute video I posted that got the strike? I think it was up a couple hours. I don't really recall. But did anyone get to see it? I'm modding for right now. I'm going to be the mod in here for right now. I haven't seen a whole bunch of people come in. That one person that I just blocked is the only person that's been bothering so much so far. He threatened Cowpote. He threatened to kill Cowpote, and I just can't have him in here. Everyone else is allowed in here. There's no reason to be blocking anybody right now because there's no reason to not agree with what's being said. I knew the old man and the kids were going to get abused because you can't keep an abuser in the home. And mind you, an abuser was supposed to be taking care of them and watching them, which never happened because he was abusing those kids. Okay, so who wants to back up, validate my story? Well, Pickle Boy does. In writing him out of our lives. He backs up and supports that. Kyle says, I managed to watch it through a saved channel. It was a very good video. Oh, did somebody save the video? What save channel? Who am I asking here? Kyle, where'd you see the video at? Was it on my channel or what? Where'd you guys watch the video at? If you didn't see it on my channel, where'd you guys see it at? And if you're just joining us, please click the like button. Jennifer says block and report anyone who threatens. Don't let them distract you guys. Yeah, well, I mean, even if that person was willing to have a conversation, that's cool. That's fine. But he threatened to harm somebody months ago, and I just don't feel comfortable even speaking with him. I don't know why he would even bother coming in here. But then again, he's never addressed the abuse and is against it and doesn't like me or the channel. So it's not a person we're going to take serious anyways. Yes, but somebody else said they saw. Kyle, where'd you see my video at? You said you watched it through a saved channel. It was a good video. Where did you watch it at? Michael Fairfax saw it this morning. Thank you for watching and for your support. As you could see on that 7-minute video, I didn't talk at all. I didn't speak at all, just used their own footage. And they struck their own footage that they profited off of already. Thank you, Jen. Oh, okay, Kyle, I got you. I see what you're saying. Oh, wow. Okay, so you got the notification for the video right away and watched it right away, Randall. That's good. Yeah, there's not any reason to not be willing to have a conversation about this. There shouldn't be any reason to not talk about it. And that's what my channel's for. I want to talk about it. So there's some people that have never hashtagged it up or even addressed it. And there isn't anybody refuting it other than with distractions and lies. So I just have to remind you that Pickle Boy backed up my story and supports me. In his episode, writing him, who's his brother, writing him out of our lives because the kids got abused because there were several abusers that didn't protect the kids, if not abusing the kids directly. But he won't take accountability for that, will he? He doesn't want you guys holding him accountable at all for anything. You go, DD. Randall says he didn't get the notification. He just happened to be on his homepage and he saw it. Kyle saw it in a separate account. Thank you for the hashtag, Kyle. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to get it back up, you know? I mean, and also somebody made up a good point. If mine goes down, then maybe all their footage should go down, right? If mine goes down, maybe all theirs should go down too. Because that's what Calpo was saying the other day. He said you can't have it both ways. And that's how they want it. They want my channel down and to flag my content, my videos, but they want theirs to be able to be up. Or they distract you with puppies, why they distract you with saying the angry neighbor called DSS when she never did. And mind you, she's not saying, oh, she called or roasted called and roasted called or roasted just called, right? She's got to put herself in there because she doesn't mind herself being made to look bad. And she's got friends, these little 18, 17-year-olds running around saying she called out of revenge. Then the audience walks away thinking that you call out of revenge. There's no reason to really call. And that's not the truth. You call because you try to protect people. You call because you see something happening. You say something. You see something. You say something. You call because you care. And I showed you the proof, and I don't expect you to believe me blindly. I showed you the proof that I called. Why isn't Pickle Boy addressing it? Why? Oh, because it leads back to him being a child abuser and his dad. and them enabling abuse to happen versus getting the abuser out of the house, enabling for money. Let's just ignore the abuse. Let's just enable the brother so he can make more money, so we could all just push the name and keep making money off the abuse. No, he exposed it himself. They all exposed the abuse themselves. Jennifer says it's weird that a grown woman, this angry neighbor, friends with teenagers, kids, mods. Yeah, because she knows they're impressionable, young. She knows she could use them and misuse them. That's why. And they need to push a message right now that it's not them and that it's not abuse. But they're not saying or showing you proof to believe that, right? It's going to be the lesser of two evils, the Daddy 05 answer. When I'm talking right now, what about the abuse? Stop ignoring it. Stop ripping my channels down. Stop striking my videos where I don't even speak on them at all. I don't even speak on the video at all and just show their own video proof, their own video evidence that made them so rich and famous. This shock value, this abuse, uploading it as entertainment. I didn't upload mine as entertainment. My 7-minute abuse video, I didn't upload it as entertainment. I put an age restriction on it as well. So why is my video down? Why do you guys think, and who do you think did it? Well, does it matter? All that you need to know is that they don't want you over here. They don't want you caring. They don't want you holding them accountable. They don't want you listening. And with all that, all this talking, we could be talking about prevention. We could be working together to, eradicate all this abuse and nastiness and exploitation. But these people aren't going to be on your side if they're making money off of it, staying silent about it while lying about you, which is me. That's where we differ in opinion. I get up here and I would love to speak to you guys for free till I lose my voice, trying to help other people while acknowledging you and reminding you, thank you so much for coming here and for being here. What do they got? What have they given you? Other than a year's worth of silence on what about the abuse and a bunch of footage and profited off of it. What do they have? What do they have other than scapegoating their own friends, pretending that they're not friends with the angry neighbor when they are? It's a lot of wasted time, space, energy. It's a lot of wasted abuse prevention and awareness. Yeah, DeFranco has live streams if you guys want to go in there. You don't even have to. I can ask you if you want. If you care, I know you guys will eventually on your own do something, whether it even be just commenting to people and having a conversation with them, which I see you guys doing all the time. I see you guys doing as much as you possibly can. And I appreciate each and every one of you for taking it seriously and for caring. If we all cared, the world would be better because there would be no abuse, but not everybody cares. Sometimes it affects money. Sometimes it affects friendships, taking that stand. And some people are willing to stay silent for it, but the silence is too great because people end up getting killed. People end up killing themselves. People end up overdosing, like what could have happened in the situation with that family. Children end up abused. What about the mom? What about the fact Pickle Boy and the old man haven't taken accountability to this day yet again? What about that? Thank you, Eric. I saw you in there. I appreciate you very much. Deanna says, I have to mention it to DeFranco about the abuse and Pickle Boy, but never heard anything from him. But she did her part because she goes, oh, absolutely, you sure did. And maybe he didn't see, probably, I mean, when I was in his stream with Eric, there was 13,000 people, right, Eric? Remember that? So maybe he won't see it. He may not know about it at all right now. I have no idea. All I could do is try to keep the channel up and try to talk as much and as long as I can. And eventually, after I get all my video ideas out there, I plan to let it alone. But they don't even want me to do that. They don't even want me to have a channel to where I can make videos to explain things to the audience. They're scared of it. The audience needs to be able to make up their own mind, and they can't do it with videos getting torn down. Is that correct, guys? But anyways, this was just going to be another short live stream. I'll be up again. I have to think about the points that I want to make and deliver them in these short live streams. And like I said, I got to try to conserve my voice too. And I'm so appreciative of you guys and love you guys very much. I'll be back up on another stream. Thank you so much for taking this seriously. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to go to Philip DeFranco's channel. Make sure to talk to Boogie about it. Make sure to call the news. Do whatever you can do, just as I'm doing. And I love you guys very much. And I'll be back on again in a little bit. I'm going to have some tea, and I'll be back on. Take care. Where all they knowing does no good when no one will listen. Cassandra's curse.